Playing from right to left in this first half. Sam Tompkins would put the ball on the kicking tee. The officials in black and yellow today, Mr. Thaler. And Wigan get us underway. Let's see if they can take this Tiger out for that ride, because we need to today, and we owe these boys at Pasty. And Castleford will bring the ball forward in the early going, and this is Millington, of course, a fabulous ball-playing team, and already they've shifted it out to the flanks. And Greg Eden cuts inside, hands off one. And a statement of intent early on there from Castleford. Second play of the ball, and they're on the Wigan 40. And believe you me, although they've won the Hub Cap and they're going to have a home semi, they have not come here to make up the numbers this afternoon. They are going to give it full throttle, and we know what they can do. They've scored over 900 points this season, which is utterly ridiculous. Morning to Andrea, she's in LA this morning. She's an air stewardess. She's probably had a rest after a long flight. Last tackle, and Cass are inside the Wigan 20. Little dink through from McShane, and just too much on it over the dead ball line. But Liam, what a start there from Cass. They're here to play.
Yeah, definitely. I think, obviously Wigan know what to expect. I think they did something similar up at their place first set of the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just about reacting to that now. I think the lads will settle down after that bit of a fiery start, but yeah, it's just about getting into the groove, getting completing now. So yeah.
And we've got a penalty as well, so Cass a bit overzealous there, offside, and it was attack 20, of course, for the Warriors, which Sam Tompkins took quickly. Not offside, no. Oh, a tip tackle. It's a good job my son sat next to me this afternoon. Bring your child to work day. He just corrected me there while I was looking at the computer. Thanks, Max. Gelling with the tack. And John Bateman now will bring it forward in the sunshine for the Warriors. And he's brought down 35 from the line. And here's Luluai. Here's Joel Tompkins. Good to see him back after a spell out with a groin problem. McAlora moves into dummy half. Shifts it right. Clubb comes in on an angled run. Great carry there from Tony Clubb. And I must say, Wigan look fantastic in this kit. I love it. I love it. It's a real throwback. Here's Luluai now to Nuasala. And 4 black jerseys bring him down just outside the 10. 5 to the right of the posts. Here's Joel Tompkins again. Finds George Williams over on the left. He puts the kick through into the corner. But again, it's just got a bit too much on it. That tried and tested combo of Williams putting the slider through for Budgie, but just a bit too much on it this time, Liam.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's good for field position for us. Winning that penalty on our own 20, we pushed it back, and if we could have got a repeat set, then it would have really put us on given us the upper hand, started the game.
So both teams have set off like a house on fire here. So it's like we're definitely going to be in for a good one. Good offload from Millington there before he was brought to ground. Afternoon to Susan Hammond, listening in Cyprus. I haven't picked up my sweets yet, Susan. I haven't had time to go into studio and pick them up. Offload there, it hits the deck, but it's picked up by Minikin. He's in space, he's going down the side, but Burgess comes back and scrags him to the floor. But Cass again, after a handful of tackles, are only 10 metres out. Hardacre, he finds Truman. And now Castleford inside the Wigan 10 with a couple of tackles remaining. And what a blood and thunder start this has been here by the Tigers. Alex Foster. 2 metres out now, the Tigers, right under the posts. Little dink through from dummy half. It's a poor one in the event from Adam Milner, and Sam Tompkins collects it. They try to force him back over the try line when he stands up. I'm not sure what all that was about, but Ben Thaler's having none of it. So Wigan will play this out. They're deep inside their own 10 as the Pearl brings it up to the 10-metre mark. Good carry that.
Yeah, it's important for us to get some good carries in. We're in our own 10, scoots from around the ruck. The ball's come out there, I don't know what's happening there.
Oh, and Wigan have coughed it up, and now Cass have it. 15, they've gone for the free play, and the kick's gone through into the corner. And it's a simple try for that man, Greg Eden. And that was a real blunder there from the Warriors. Not what we were looking for. You simply cannot cough up the ball in your own 10. It's not acceptable. And on the free play there, really clever play from young Jake Truman at scrum half. He slotted the ball through the defensive line. There was absolutely nobody at home. And Well, Eden's dotted it down in the left-hand corner, and Castleford hit the front 4-0. Not a good start, Liam.
Yeah, it was an inch-perfect kick. I don't know what's happened in the ruck. I think Gildart's he's complaining a bit to the referee, so I don't know whether he thinks it was a ball steal or not. But even if so, we've got to react better to that. Free plays, obviously, they can be dangerous, but good kick there from Truman who put it in.
So it was it Gildart with the loose carry, my assistant again, is helping me out this afternoon. Yeah, Gildart with the loose carry, and Castleford have shown no mercy right from the get-go. They've been on it this afternoon, and Wigan are going to have to smarten up and step up here. And Harry Schofield's behind me. I can hear that voice. But I hear it in Bingley. Anyway, here's the kick to come now, and right over on the far touchline, and it's Paul McShane on kicking duties today, and he's missed it. So 4-0 to the Tigers, and we have played, well, shade over 5.5 minutes, so not the start that Wigan were looking for. Maybe it will spring them into action, but it has been end-to-end stuff in the early going. And Becky Speakman, please say hi to me. I will. And to Jamie Mycantina, listening on a boat in the Med. Oh, get you. Fantastic. All right. Isn't it just? So Tompkins with the restart. But thanks for listening anyway, that's fab. And it will be brought forward by Mike McMeekan, who's had a wonder season. International call-up and all. Here's Greg Minikin now from dummy half. And he's brought down 25 from his own line over on this right-hand side. Milner moves in. Dummy half, here's Millington, such a creative ball player for a prop forward. Has played in the half-backs on occasion. Gets up, plays it, and here's Alex Foster. A good bopper there on him, that Alex Foster. Looks like a Busby, doesn't he? Shifting it out to the left, here's Webster. Now we know how dangerous he is. Great tackle from George Williams. Last tackle now for Cass, just inside their own half. Hardacre, socks rolled down, puts up the bomb. Tompkins, no one anywhere near him, takes it comfortably on the 20, and he'll drop this off for Tom Davis. But they're up on him quickly there. Webster and Hardacre, but they said they've gone in a little bit too high, and a penalty is given. And that's a real reliever there, Liam, because we can march this back downfield now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pressure reliever. Tom Davis, how many times has he done that this season?
Oh, so many.
He wins us so many penalties on first and second tackle, you know. When we're a bit under the clash in our own 20, 30. That's what he does.
That was a real soft penalty from Cass there. And Wigan, let's hope they can take advantage. Gildart with the tap on the halfway line. The Pearl will bring it up down this left-hand side. Webster and McShane affect the tackle. Wigan 0, Castleford 4. Here's Tony Clubb. Great carry up the middle. The pitch half in sun, half in shade this afternoon. McAlorum now spins it right to Luluai. Tompkins into the line. Short ball to Bateman. And he's brought to ground finally. 25 metres out, over on that right-hand side. Gelling moves in at dummy half. Fires a poor pass really to Luluai. He had to stoop for that. Here's Williams now. Gets his feet moving. Lateral run across the line. Gildart almost through the gap, but McShane and Webster clamp him to the floor. 15 out now, Wigan. 5 in from touch on this left-hand side. Williams back into centre field. Farrell brought down on the 10. Last tackle for the Warriors now. They're looking for a repeat set here. Even better, a try, of course. Shifted it out wide right. Here's Gelling now. Puts in a kick. It comes off a Cass player. It was played at. Wigan will get another set of 6. But Wigan have been forced into touch. But I think Wigan will get the penalty. They will, because the tackle was called. And Castleford just shoved Anthony Gelling off the dance floor there after the ref had blown his whistle. So now tap on the 10. And Wigan can go again here now. Gelling backs his way through the defensive line. He's in reverse. 6 metres out now, Wigan, and a real chance to hit back straight away. Here's McAlorum, floats it to Nuasala. He runs at the line, spinning through. He's going to be held up. He's going to be held up over the line. Done deliberately that by Cass, because Wigan now will have to go back to the 10. And good effort that from big Frank Paul. No, you've got to go back to the 10, lad. Trying to play it from the 5. McLaurin thought about going down the short side. Short ball to Tompkins. Bit of a hospital pass, if I'm honest. That's of the Joel variety. And 2 metres out Wigan, to the left of the post. They go down this short left-hand side. Williams, good ball out wide to Burgess. He spins through, but he's going to be held up and then ultimately dragged into touch. And good work from Castleford there. And it'll be attack 20, Liam, to the Tigers, who repel Wigan's first real threat to their line.
Yeah, good defence there from Castleford, but I think there was 2 or 3 last-ditch tackles there, so good signs from Wigan as well. Our shapes are working.
So yeah, good, I mean, it's what we've got to expect. Castleford, of course, fabulous going forward, but they've had a good afternoon as well. A good season in defence. That's why they're top of the table right now. And hi to Julian, who's listening to, is it from Nice? Can you say hi to my dad from Ireland visiting me? Absolutely. Danny Frost, can me and my mum get a shout out? Absolutely, of course. So, 4-0 to the Tigers. And they're on the Wigan 40 now, as Millington gets up and plays it. Now it's back to Foster. And game just settling down a little bit now after a frantic opening. Last tackle for the Tigers. Truman puts the kick down the left-hand side again into the sunshine. Tompkins takes it comfortably, but players are there. They're trying to drive him back over the sideline. They've not managed it though. The Cass fans thought that they had, but he hasn't. So they just need to take their seats again. A little bit previous they were there. So Wigan now with Tom Davis trying to exit it out of the 20. Just gets it over that 20-metre line. And Joel Tompkins will carry it forward now, but Castleford doing a good job here on the champions. 25 from their own line, Wigan. Only 2 or 3 tackles left. Oh, Farrell nearly dropped it. They shifted it way out to the left, and Gildart's lost the ball again, trying to stay on the pitch. And again, it's poor that from Wigan. They've got to stop giving the ball away and coughing it up so cheaply there. Joe Burgess has just waved his hand saying, look, I've just got to calm this down. I mean, for goodness sake, we've only played 12 minutes. We're only 4-0 down, Liam.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Wigan trying to do what Cass did to us in the first couple of sets. As they were barring up through the middle, we just tried spreading it, but I think maybe a couple of passes too far. We probably should have kept hold of it and just try and get a win, fast play the ball.
I mean, you've got to be very careful when you shift it out to the flanks, because obviously Cass there, numbered up, and Ollie isn't the biggest, and but especially when you've got 4 men on him as well, they're just going to easily drag him into touch. So Cass had the head and feed at the scrum, and they're 30 metres out from the Wigan line. Second tackle. Here's Oliver Holmes. A lot of injury problems this season, but he's got the offload to Shenton. He finds Foster again, and Cass looking dangerous going forward. 15 metres out, in centre field. Foster gets it, plays it. Ball round the back to Millington. He shows and goes. And again, he's brought down, 5 metres from the line now, the Tigers, with 2 or 3 tackles left here. Flat ball there to Foster, but Wigan defend well, but it's going to be a penalty to the Tigers. And it looks like it could be for a high shot, because Foster's down on his knees. And it probably wouldn't surprise me here, Liam, if Cass just try to settle this down and go for the 2.
Yeah, I mean, they missed the conversion, and so it makes sense. I think the games they've played at a pretty frantic pace so far, so they'll probably just want to settle it down, give their players a breather. Obviously, it gives Wigan a chance to kick it deep and get them down.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. And afternoon to Joanne Goodwin, listening in Tenerife. Yeah, this is when this happens now. Everyone just tweets in bragging about where they are, and we're sat here. Can I get a shout out for Carl, Laura, Tom, Naomi and baby Alfie? They're listening in Portsmouth. That's a bit more like it. So, player still down, and couldn't quite see who was responsible for that one. And he's up on his feet. There's Jake Webster. No, it's not Jake Webster. Who else is bald?
Massive.
Nathan Massey.
He's going off for a head test.
Yeah. I think they all need a head test for playing this game, to be fair. So, what are Cass going to do? Just having a bit of a board meeting there. Are they going to kick or are they going to tap? looking like they might be tapping here. And, well, this isn't a bad replacement, is it? Jesse Lefeo comes on. He's a real handful. So Ben Thaler's given the penalty, and it does look like Casford are going to run this. Yes, they are. So McMeekin takes up the first drive, but he's spinning and offloading. Wigan have got to stop that going on. Senny Lefeo has the ball. Good fend. And he's 5 metres out now. 2 tackles gone. Wigan have got to prevent this offload. Short ball there, and now Millington offloads. They're offloaded. Truman trying to jink his way through. Wigan look at 6s and 7s here. Got to muscle up on the try line. Here's Millington. Throws the dummy. But again, Wigan are just going too high. And well, another penalty for offside. And the Warriors here, a bit of pushing and shoving now between Farrell and Webster. And a bit of toddler biff, as Bilko calls it. There's a bit of shoving and pushing. But Wigan look rattled here. Castleford have definitely turned up this afternoon to play. And they are looking very dangerous with ball in hand. And we get the chant of Yorkshire from over there. I think they're just trying to remember where they come from. Very good, well done. It's like a cat test, that, en masse, isn't it? Oh, hey, oh, touch judges are on. What's Ben Thaler doing there? They're saying there's a shove. What's going? This time, if it is a penalty again, will Cass run it, or will they go for the kick? This time, I think they'll run it. They've got Wigan really under the pump here.
Fancy themselves, don't they?
They do, and with good course. Grant Millington's running the show out there, and he's a prop forward. So Webster called over by referee Thaler, as is Michael Shenton, the captain. Well, if he's speaking to Webster, this could be interesting. It might be that Wigan get the penalty here. Well, now he's calling over Farrell and Sam Tompkins, who's the captain this afternoon. But the way they're lining up, Cass have the ball in hand, so it looks like it could be a penalty to the Tigers.
I didn't really see what happened there.
No, I just a bit of pushing and shoving after the tackle was made. So it's definitely going to be a penalty to Castleford, and Wigan are going to have to withstand another barrage from the Tigers here and try and stop themselves from going 10-0 down. Well, I don't know what's going on here. There's some treatment going on to, I think it's Thomas Lulawai. No, it isn't. It's everyone stood in the way of the player.
It's like Mickey.
Yeah, it's like Mickey. Looks like he's got a cut to his head there by the look of it. Afternoon to Jess Shaw, listening on the train on her way to start basic training. Okay. Joanne Clark, can you give a shout out to my brother Phil Robinson and sister-in-law Di? Happy anniversary for yesterday. And Christine Holden, we need to win. Can't have my fellow admins at Saints Wigan page ripping me along with the rest of the Saints fans. Well, to be fair, even if Wigan do lose this afternoon, they're still not out of the picture by any means. A win at Wakefield should be good enough. But, oh, now McAloram's taking his shorts off. Fresh shirt, fresh shorts. The old whistle's coming out now. A few palpitations around the ground. Powder puffs being applied. Now then, it's going to be the tap on the 10, and we're finally ready to go. And Senny Lefeo will bring it forward, but Wigan ripping to him there. He felt that one. 11 out now, Cass. Here's McShane, and they've got the ball out wide to Minikin. Good defence from Wigan. Millimetres from the line in that right-hand corner. Here's Webster now, but Wigan out of the blocks quickly, and now it's got a bit tasty. Wigan are up for this now, and they've got to be. They've got to rip into Cass here and stop them offloading the ball. Here's Millington, not a good effort on him, and now it's over to Holmes. There's an overlap, but Holmes can't get his arms free. Tom Davies had to get back there. 12 metres out here, the Tigers, but Wigan defending for their lives here. Here's Senny Lefeo again in centre field, looking to get the offload, doesn't get it. Last tackle. Here's Milner, puts the kick through. It's going to be a try. Who was there again? Nobody there. And it's given. Absolutely nobody at home again. Wasn't even a good kick. It dribbled through and it only literally just crossed the try line, and there was absolutely Jack Diddley there in the Wigan defence, and it's a simple try, and young Jake Truman just dropped on it, and Wigan are going to find themselves 10-0 down here, Liam, and that's just not good enough.
I think obviously the second four barred up a little bit more, we were a bit more aggressive, throwing bodies in, and maybe that played against us on our last tackle there. If we're flying up, then simple kicking behind is going to cause a lot of trouble, so it's got to be a bit smarter, I think, in certain situations.
Well, that was, again, I said, just it wasn't even a good kick, but there was nobody at home for Wigan there, and they've got to get their fingers out here. I'm sick of Castleford. I'm absolutely pig sick of them. And they've come here again this afternoon. They've got nothing to play for, okay? They've won the league, they've got the hubcap, they're going to be at home in the semis. But they've come here and they're just showing Wigan how to do it again. They've out-enthused them from the start. And Wigan just need to get their act together here and get into this game. McShane sends it over the crossbar. It's 10-0 and Wigan need to get their act together here and have to do it very quickly, or this game could be gone. We know how Castleford scoring in bursts of tries, but Wigan need to get their act together, as I've said, and again, not the best try to give away, it was poor. So keep those tweets coming in. Laura Priestley, can you wish my dad Kenny Priestley a long and happy retirement, please? Absolutely. And Sam Tompkins now with the ball on the kicking tee. Lee Ralston, can you give a shout out to my sister Sarah, who's listening in Billinge, of course. Shout out to Vicky B, doing the washing while listening to the Warriors. That's from Mick Dock. And keep those coming in at Wish FM Official. Wish could bring you some better news, but it's 10-0 to the Tigers, and we've only played 17 minutes. And I think Lee and Wigan need to try and force an error here and try and get some possession down this end of the field.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to be careful.
Oh, giving away a penalty again now.
Just as I was about to say.
Bit of a delayed forward roll there from Grant Millington. It was quite comical, in fact. As things stand, Wigan are out of the top four at the moment. But, well, that's actually before today, I beg your pardon. So, well, as I said, still more than possible, even if they lose this today. But they can't lose this today. They've got to win. They've got to, if nothing else, but to show Castleford that they can beat them. Because we've had a really rotten season against Cass this year. And if we are to qualify, then more than likely we're going to have to go to the jungle and play them in the semi. Which we've not won there since Bobby Charlton had a full head of hair, I don't think. Here's Senny Lefeo, brings it forward as the sun dips in behind the clouds. And it's looking gloomy for Wigan at the moment, that's for sure. 30 metres out now, and here's Alex Foster. And these young lads that have come in for the more recognised stars are having a wow of a game today. Here's young Jake Truman, who's in for Luke Gale, puts the kick up into the corner. It's well taken by Tom Davis, and he just manages to stay on field. Willie Ice is going to be coming on shortly for Wigan. We just need to get more aggressive here and start getting some offloads in ourselves. Here's Bateman. Joe Tompkins comes off. Obviously quite a few games out, so he's a bit rusty. Willie Isa comes on. And we have played, well, we're just drifting towards the second quarter of the contest now. And it's Wigan Warriors 0, Castleford Tigers 10. And it's been all Castleford, I have to say. Wigan barely threatened so far. The kick downfield, not the best, straight into the hands of Hardacre. And he's tackled by Bateman on his own 30. And again, panic from Wigan, I think, on that kick there. It was McAlorum who did the kick. Here's Minikin. Gets it over the 40 in centre field. And Castleford here just playing a calming set of 6, just putting it up the middle. This is McMeekan. Spins in the tackle, but Wigan takes, well, he's dropped it. That's a knock on. Thank you, Mr. Thaler. I thought for one horrible minute then he was going to give a penalty, but he clearly dropped that ball as Wigan dragged him to the floor. And hopefully, Liam, that could be a catalyst for Wigan to get back into this contest.
Yeah, a couple of minutes ago you said Willie Ice's come on. I think he took 2 carries in that set, and he's just made probably every tackle in that last defensive set, coming up with forcing the error. It's a good impact from him. We need more of the same from the bench.
Yeah, this could be the difference. I think Wigan have got a stronger bench than Cass today for me. Not much in it, but slightly. Sam Powell's going to be coming on shortly. Shout out to Mike, Charlotte, Oliver, who are chilling before Charlotte goes back to work this week after her maternity leave. Many congratulations. So, Wigan from the scrum. Here's Gelling. Mike Brogan, any chance of turning Schofield down a bit? Would that it were, Michael. Would that it were. I would. What I'd have to do, I would probably get arrested for. So, here's Williams. Now Luluwai. Angled run from Bateman. We've seen that many times. I think we're going to just a bit predictable at times. Need to play a bit more off the cuff, particularly against this team. Here's Nuwasala now up the middle. That's a good carry. 13 metres out now from the try line. Here's Powell, shifts it left to Williams. Here's Farrell, sees a little gap, but it's shut. Cass bring down the Pearl, 3 metres from the line, in this left-hand corner. This will be the last tackle. Good kick needed here. Williams puts a kick across the line, and it's not a good kick, and it's a simple take for Castleford. And that, again, is just not good enough. Need to put more pressure on there, as Holmes will bring this ball away now. Oliver Holmes, and he's tackled 12 metres in centre field, and again a bit of pushy shovey at the play of the ball. Luluwai flew out of the line there, but he missed his target. Here's Hardacre. That's great work. Great work. Oh, that's a stupid penalty. And it's Willie Icer again. Came in really late on Hardacre once the tackle was completed. And we had them under pressure there. And we've seen him do it all season. He has these brain farts that just come from nowhere, that are just indisciplined. And he did it with LMS when he shoved him in the back. It's just stupid, and he's given away a penalty. We had Castleford under real pressure there, and he's flown in out of nowhere and flopped on Hardacre. There's a bit of fisticuffs afterwards, and the penalty's gone to Cass. We don't need that, Liam. That's just crazy.
Oh, it's a really good defensive set. I mean, obviously them starting on their trial and only to make it to the 20 on, I think that was, what, 4th tackle?
Yeah.
Obviously, that's penalty to give away, I think.
And Tompkins being called over again, and Michael Shenton. So the 2 captains will be spoken to, because it has got a bit feisty down there, to put it mildly. But Wigan there have peed in their own pool, really. They had Castleford where they wanted them, and it's just a stupid penalty to give away. And Matt Cook on for Millington. It's a penalty to Castleford on their own 20, and Wigan just really struggling to get into this game. They really are. Ryan Sutton will be coming on shortly. Here's Webster with the tap. Here's McShane, and here is Matt Cook, former London Bronco. Gets his first touch, gets it over the halfway line. Milner in at dummy half. Here's Seni Lefeo, and he gets it over the 40. Wigan 0, Castleford 10 here on 102.4 Wish FM with Joe Mills and Liam Forsyth with me this afternoon. And Matt Cook again takes up the drive, gets Cass to within 30 of the line. And here's Seni Lefeo again, and they're just ploughing it down the middle of the Tigers. And they're winning the collision. Here's McShane now, drops it back on the inside. Missed tackle by Clubb on McMeekan. And McMeekan still going, one-handed pass over the top. It's come off a Wigan hand. It's going to be another 6 to go, and Truman has picked up the ball and has raced in absolutely unopposed into the left corner. And this is, well, it's just diabolical, this from Wigan. They're all over the shop, absolutely all over the shop here. And again, McMeekan was just left to run. No one got a glove on him, you know, and it one-handed pass. It hit the deck. No one reacted from Wigan, and young Truman picked the ball up and ran in unopposed from 15 metres out. He's replaced Luke Gale today, and he's got his second try, Liam. 14-0. Again, that was just poor.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's similar to the, I think it was the first try where the ball went to floor. Wigan just didn't react. Castleford obviously drew it through and picked it up and scored. He's done that a couple of times already today. I think he assisted the first try as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he's having a wow, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I'm sure I remember this one for a long time. But we need to get back on our horse now and react to it.
Well, like I say, one team is battling to defend their title, literally. The other team have won the league. They're going to be in the semi-finals. But you'd think it was the other way around, the way the two teams have played here this afternoon. Wigan have just not turned up. Castleford have, and we know what they can do. And they're embarrassing Wigan here at the moment. Here's McShane with the kick from the touchline. Not got the juice, just drops under the crossbar. And Wigan need to get the fingers out now. 14-0 down, and we've played 24 minutes. Tautai's on the field, Sutton is now on the field. And, many people have said it all season, and I'm getting tired of hearing it. I'm getting tired of saying it, but when Sean O'Loughlin is not in this team, we just never seem to perform, and it's happened again today. And if we're putting all our eggs in the 34-year-old's basket, some players out there need to stand up this afternoon and have a word with themselves, because this is not good enough at the moment. It really isn't. And here's Minikin now. The Cas fans will be loving this. They really will. And if Wigan don't wake up sooner rather than later, this game could be gone. Because believe you me, if Cas score again the next try, then you just don't see Wigan coming back from that. So here's Matt Cook now. Gets it over the 30. And he's tackled by Farrell and Powell. And here's Seni Lefeo. Good tackle there from Sutton and Tautai. Bring him down on the halfway line. This will be the last tackle. And Milner finds young Jake Truman. Puts the kick downfield. Not the best. Straight into the pouch of Sam Tompkins. Now we're going to have the ball out wide with Joe Burgess. He's lost the ball. For pity's sake. First tackle. And Cass have got it back. Inside the Wigan 30 now. I mean, if literally anything could go wrong this afternoon, it is going wrong. That is just ridiculous. And here's Millington now. Takes it up the middle. And to be honest, Lee, we feel there's another one coming right now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point the thing is all coming from the back of our errors and the back of our penalties. None of their tries have been off one of the sweeping moves that they do, that they're known for this season.
Oh, a little scoot from dummy half, and it's held up on the line. Castleford now, last tackle. Here's Hardacre, puts a little kick through the line, and Wigan see it out. It's going to be, or did it come off a Wigan hand? Oh well, it's going to be a goal line dropout then, is it? But Wigan here, absolutely all over the place. First tackle there, moved it out wide to Burgess, and he dropped the ball. And they're trying to do what Castleford are doing, but the difference being that Castleford can execute it, and we clearly can't. And the dropout is done from Tompkins, and it's found Hardacre, and now Matt Cook will bring the drive forward. And he gets it to the 30 of the Wigan line, and Cass looking ominous again here. Here's Seni Lefeo. And he reverses through two tackles there, gets it inside the Wigan 20, 4 tackles left, in centre field. Here's Cook again, takes up another good drive. They're making easy meters here, the Tigers. 8 metres out, 3 tackles left. Here's Milner from dummy half. 2 easy meters again there. Has he got it down? No, he's held up on the line, but you have to question again the ruck defence. Has he lost the ball? He's dropped the ball. Yes, he has. John Bateman trying to gee up the crowd. And Wigan will have head and feet at the scrum. And again, Liam just dodged a bullet there. But grabbing at straws now, hopefully that could be a little change in the tide, that Wigan now can maybe get back into this contest, because it's looking grim at the moment.
Yeah, hopefully that changes the momentum a little bit, swings around our way. We need to get a good set under our belt to complete at the end with a good kick. Good carry on.
So Wigan trail 14-0. Just have not turned up this afternoon. in a game they really do have to win to keep destiny in their own hands. Here's Tautai, and they've just been out enthused by... Oh, he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball again. And Wigan here, their completion rate is just non-existent. You just cannot do this. Simply can't do this. And 35 metres out, the ball's gone to ground. And yet again, you know, the Wigan are just crumbling under the pressure here. They really are. They just cannot live with Castleford at the moment. They're turning the screw. Wigan haven't been inside the Cas 20 now for what seems like forever. And again, in danger, Liam, here, just doing too much defending. And when we do get the ball, we're too gassed to attack.
Yeah, I mean, defending's the toughest part of the game, isn't it? You know, like I said, I've said it a couple of times now, it's literally just our errors and our penalties that are killing us.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's frustrating to watch, to be honest.
It is, because like you say, it's not been through the usual creative class from the Tigers that we normally see. Nearly everything has resulted off a Wigan drop ball, and now another penalty given away by Sam Powell. So we cough up the ball on our own 30, and now we give a penalty away, and the pressure just builds and builds and builds. And Castleford are not going to take the kick, and why would they? They don't need to. They've got Wigan well and truly under the pump here, and they go for the drive again, and Matt Cook will take up the drive. And well, just over 10 minutes remaining here, and I think Wigan will do well to keep the score at 14-0. And they're going to have to come out the second half, and I wouldn't like to be in that dressing room, because I'm absolutely fuming. God knows what Wayne must feel like. This is Webster. This has been one of the worst performances of the season, and now is not the time to do it, clearly. Here's McShane. Here's Foster. And again, easy meters from the youngster. Gets it to within 5 of the Wigan try line. Looking for another penalty, but they don't get it this time. Milner shifts it left. Young Truman, no look pass, finds Hardacre. Wigan scramble over. Last tackle now for the Tigers. And the ball finds Truman. He puts a little kick through. Williams is there to pull it out of the fire and gets it back into the field of play. And now Tompkins finds Gildart. And again, Castleford there look to shade offside for me at that play of the ball. But Wigan here desperately need a penalty. They need something to get them further down the field. And here's Burgess, and what they need to do more than anything is just complete a damn set of 6. That would be nice. Here's Tom Davis, good run from him. Gets it up towards the halfway line in centre field. And we have 9.5 remaining in what has been a dreadful first half for Wigan. Farrell, oh, what are you doing? Turned for the offload, nobody there, so he decided to offload it anyway, and he offloaded it forwards. And seriously, words just... I don't have any. I have no idea why he did that. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy play. I mean, he turned around there, Liam, and he saw no one was there.
Yeah, I mean,
and he passed it anyway.
Sometimes when you're behind, it's probably just trying to
panic, isn't it?
A little bit, isn't it? I think we need to get that out our heads and not focus on trying to win the game every set, you know what I mean? That's
it. That's what Wigan have been guilty of a lot this season. There's a long way to go in this game. But when you played as poorly as this, you're obviously desperate, absolutely desperate to right those wrongs, but it sometimes just makes it worse because you're not going through the basics. You come up with brave farts like that. Now Springer's on. Castleford have the ball again, and it's on the halfway line. Here's Senny Lefeo, and Springer's just shrugging off the Wigan players there, Senny Lefeo. Here's Oliver Holmes, and that's my laptop done. So I'm on my phone now. Here's Shenton, and he gets it over the 30, over on the left-hand side. And I just feel sorry for my lad who sat here. First game he's come this season, and we're absolutely dreadful. Here's Springer, gets it over the 20. Couple of tackles left here now. Here's Senny Lefeo. He finds McShane. Oh, that was a great tackle from Williams. The ball flies out the back. It's still the 5th tackle. And Minikin takes that 5th tackle, so now we're on the last. 10 out here, the Tigers. They shift it left. Young Truman again! Oh, he's in! He's just walked through everybody! And this young lad who's coming for Luke Gale has got a hat-trick. That was absolutely shocking. I have never seen anything as bad as that. They shifted the ball left, and from 15 metres out, he ran in a straight line, and nobody, and I mean nobody, laid a glove on it. And he's just plonked the ball down. I'm absolutely lost for words. 18-0, Liam.
Probably the most disappointing try we've conceded all day. What's he about? Probably weigh about 80 kilos and just walk through us, probably untouched.
Well, I'm absolutely gobsmacked about what I've just seen there. That is the worst try I've ever seen Wigan concede. Definitely this season. It was a simple, it was play of the ball, one ball out the back to the left, and Truman, 15 metres out, he just walked in a straight line. No one put a glove on him, and he put the ball down, and it's 18-0. It's going to be 20-0 shortly, I have no doubt. 6 3/4 minutes left, and Wigan's season is now dangling by a thread, because this is absolutely appalling. It really is, and it pains me to say that. But this is unacceptable in every way. Massive, massive game here, and Wigan have just not turned up. We've offered nothing in attack. Defence has been atrocious, and that's something you don't often say about a Wigan team. And there's some men here in the stand who've come here 30 years on today. They must be thinking, oh my God, what is going on here? You know? And, you know, Gary Schofield's having a bloody field day behind me here. And you can imagine. But young Jake Truman, you know, you can write the headline, The Truman Show. That with Jim Carrey. Wow, what an afternoon he's had, Liam. I mean, he's just looked peerless out there. But to be fair, he's been allowed to. Oh, Cass have lost the ball. Big shot there, and Wigan have got the ball. Now, what Wigan need to do now, and it is desperado, we have got 5.5 minutes. They've got to try and get over now before half-time, just to get some hope for a foothold in this game.
Yeah, this is a chance for us now. 30 metres out, going round. We'll be looking to hopefully try and score, get across the line, or, you know, at very worst, try and get a repeat set, build some pressure of our own.
I mean, like we've said all afternoon, the 4 tries that Cass have scored, you know, nearly all of them have been through a Wigan mistake. They've not been by any creative class. And a crazy offload from Williams there. Wigan again panicking here. They're so desperate to get back in this game, but you've got to be sensible. And a penalty we get on the 20. Right, calm down now. No, calm down. Some fans ironically saying take the 2. Here's Ryan Sutton now, takes up the ball, and that's a good carry from him. If Wigan are going to have a chance in this game, they have to go over before half-time for me. Here's Luluai, they shift it right. Here's Willie Isa, spins through 1, almost through 2, and is a metre out from the line, over on the right-hand side. 5 minutes remaining. Here's Powell from dummy half, finds Luluai. Double pump there, gets it to Tompkins, who comes into the line. Knocked on by Williams to Gildart, and he's brought down 8 metres from the line, over in this left-hand corner, in the shade. Rubbish pass from Burgess, which Williams has to go on his knees to take. Now it goes out to Bateman. Good fend there from Batty. Fends another, but he's not going anywhere. He's going sideways, if anything. Gets the offload, it hits the deck. No one was prepared for that offload, I don't think. And now Farrell gets the ball inside the 10. 5 metres to the left of the post. Wigan get another penalty. Now they have to take advantage here. They really do. There's no 2 ways about it. Got to score. Here's Tautai. Didn't run with any great conviction there from that tap. But he gets it to within a couple of metres of the line. Powell in at dummy half. Short ball! Sutton! He's held up. That's how you defend your line. Right there. And he's turned over on his back, held up, so Wigan will have to go back to the 10. But again, in every department, brilliant defence there from Hardacre and his co-player, I think it was McShane. Wigan shift it left now. Williams, short ball to Farrell. Held up again on the line. Wigan asking some questions here finally. Gildart moves in at dummy half. Williams feeds it to Powell, now in centre field. Gets it out to Lula. Another poor pass he had to take behind him. Wigan could get pinged for obstruction here. No, they get away with it. Lulawai runs back the other way. It's all headless chicken stuff. Burgess taken out off the ball there by Minikin, but nothing is given. Well, surprised at that one, Liam.
Yeah, I mean, Stonewall was taken out, wasn't it? He kicked it.
I mean, the kick went through, and it was you could see. I mean, Minikin made no effort to go for the ball there. He saw that Burgess was coming. He glanced over his shoulder and just moved across his line. Ben Thaler had a quick glance at his in-touch official, who was offering nothing. And Gadwin Springer will bring this forward now, the big Frenchman. And we're now just inside the final 3 minutes of what has been, well, it's just been an explosion from Wigan all afternoon here so far. It's been awful. Here's Truman, who's having a wow of a game. Puts the kick down the field. Tompkins collects it on his own 10. They run the ball back. 3/4 of the Wigan team are walking back, who are not even onside. That tells you everything that you need to know. Here's Gelling now. Gets it up to the 20, over on the far right-hand side. There's just no spirit there this afternoon, at all. And I don't get it. Tompkins gets it to within 25 of his line. That's a good effort there from Tom Davis. From dummy half, gets it up to the 40. Powell. Here's Bateman, goes on a run, throws the dummy to Powell now. So Gildart puts the kick down the line. Burgess is going to chase this, but he reticent of it. Gildart was taken out off the ball, and Hardacre is grounded behind the try line, so it will be a goal line dropout. But again, there's a few strange decisions going on out there, which are not going our way, which is kind of compounding things.
Yeah, I know. Couple chances for penalty to be given to us, but good kick from Gildart there, I think. So Burgess has got some pace, so why not just put it in front of him and let him chase it?
Well, 1 minute 50 seconds remain on the clock, and this will be a Castleford dropout under their own crossbar. And Wigan just look beaten. The body language, on the haunches, the teapotting, everything. And well, they know they're going to get absolutely ripped into in a couple of minutes' time. Here's Sutton now, brings it forward. And 30 metres out. And here's Powell, finds it to Willie Isa. And he gets it to within 20 metres of the Castleford line. Here's Powell, shifts it left to Williams. He runs at the line now, but that's a good tackle from McMeekan. 10 metres out Wigan in this left-hand corner. Farrell moves in at dummy half. Here's Powell. Shifts it into centre field to find Isa. Here's Lewis. But it's just pedestrian, this. It's so pedestrian from Wigan. Not a great kick from Bateman. It's picked up by Greg Eden. He's lost the ball. Wigan have got it back. And Tompkins with the offload. Bin juggle. It'll be the first knock on. And Wigan have got just under a minute to try and force something here. But going forwardly, it's just like watching slow motion. It's predictable.
They're not clicking at the moment.
No.
You know, the players just aren't. I can't really put my finger on it, but they're not. It's not the same, free flowing movement.
No.
We usually do. It's very stop-start.
It is, and well, Wigan were very quick to form the scrum there because they know that they're against the clock. 44 seconds remain in this first period. 20-0 Castleford lead, and what has been an absolute horror show because they have not had to work for those 20 points at all. Here's Tom Davis now over on this side of the pitch from the base of the scrum. Penalty to Wigan, but we've had loads on our own on their 10, but we just can't seem to force our way over the line. But we're going to have to here. Got to get a score here. Here's Tautai. 23 seconds remain. 5 metres out now, the Warriors. Here's Powell, but this will just be massive boost for Castleford, who can just keep Wigan out again here. Tompkins into the line, and Gelling spilled it. It's gone into touch. It's predictable, it's poor execution, it's panic, it's whatever you want to call it. And Castleford are going to go into the sheds. That's the hooter. 20-0 at half-time. Wigan have been awful. That's the only thing I can say. They have been utterly awful, and they're being booed off the pitch. Castleford have just done what they do. They've come here, they've turned up to play, they've been more enthusiastic, they've been more clinical, and they have a man in. And, you know, everyone was saying that without Luke Gale, this would be Wigan's big chance. But this lad Truman has come in, and he's absolutely ruined us this afternoon.
He's killed it in the first half. I don't know how many first team games he's played before, but he's not looked out of place at all. You know, he's the best player on the pitch.
Yeah.
His first half hat-trick, that was.
Yeah. Well, you don't see many of those.
One to remember for him.
Yeah, well, if you're listening, go and have a stiff one. Michael Shenton leads out the Tigers, all in black this afternoon, trimmed with the orange, the amber, or whatever you want to call it. And they'll be playing from right to left. And the Warriors come out wearing this special kit, but it's certainly not rubbed off on them this afternoon. And hopefully their ears will be ringing, because they've got to come out now and put in a much better performance. Let's not forget Wigan are on a real hot streak at the moment, but you would never know it this afternoon. Keep your tweets coming in at Wish FM Official, and we'll do our best to give you a mention as the game progresses. But it's all hands to the pump now in this second half, and Wigan definitely need to score first if they have any hope in trying to claw this back this afternoon, and it will be a mighty task, because you get the feeling that Castleford have still got more points within them. John Whiteside, we say sorry to Caroline from John. We're on the M62 on our way home from Doncaster. Wigan have the ball now with Liam Farrell from the restart, and he juggled it, almost dropped it, and that would have been the dream start to the second half. So Wigan now coming forward with Ryan Sutton, and he's brought down on the 20 in centre field. And earlier this afternoon there was a goalless draw between Arsenal and Chelsea. Man United 1-0 up currently against Everton. Antonio Valencia with an early goal, and then Wigan have knocked on. Brilliant. Third tackle, knock on our own 30. And, well, massive bowls full of deja vu being served up here at the Pie Dome. And Castleford will have head and feed on the Wigan 30 as the breeze picks up and the shade starts to spread across the pitch. The Eastlanders in brilliant sunshine, but we're definitely in the shade here, and so are Wigan. 20-0 down, and come up with a ridiculous mistake in their first set of 6. Here's Seni Lufeo. And he's brought down 25 from the line over on the right-hand side. Milner, he finds Cook. Good carry again from Cook. Gets it to the 20. Milner moves in at dummy half, and a knock on. Oh, wow, there you go. So 2 loose carries in the opening couple of minutes, and Wigan will get the ball back. They will have head and feed at this scrum. But despite everything there, Liam, the mistake, we just haven't looked like scoring. That's the worrying thing.
I mean, we touched on it in the first half, didn't we? The plays that we've been putting on.
Yeah.
You know, they're in the right areas, the right time, but it's just very stop-start. It's just not.
It's clunky, yeah, as coaches like to call it. Very clunky.
It's not fluent.
No.
I don't know. It's like there's something missing.
Very much. Maybe called a backbone. Let's see, the second half. Tompkins moves in at dummy half. Good carry from Tom Davis. Here's Tautai. What Wigan mustn't do is panic here and feel that they need to score off every play. Bags of time. Just got to get through some sets first of all, and chances will appear. They've got to make Castleford do some defending now. Here's Bateman, good carry from him. Williams, they shift it left into the sunshine. Early kick along the deck from Tompkins into the corner. Minikin gets back, and he'll be grounded on his try line. So Wigan, well, they've gone for that early option. They need to make it count now, not give any penalties away, and keep Castleford bottled up down at this end of the field. So, Cass, well, that's just easy meters there. 15 metres made. Good carry. And Castleford again, this is Minikin. And he's brought down on the 30. And that was just 2 tackles there were far too easy. Here's Springer. Big unit, goes into reverse, looking to offload. Last tackle now for the Tigers. On their own 40. And the ball will find Truman. He puts the kick downfield. What a wow he's had. A hat-trick in the first half. And if you're not at the game today, when you watch this on the TV, you will not believe how bad those tries were from a Wigan point of view. You really would not believe it. Here's Gelling. And he takes it up the middle. And he's brought down just over the 40 in centre field. Powell. Tautai overran that, so Powell couldn't offload it. Gets it just inside the Cass half. Luluai moves in at dummy half. This is Sutton. And good defence again from the Tigers. Sutton brought down just inside the 40. Powell shifts it left to Williams. He's got to get into this game. Gets the offload to Gildart over on the left-hand side, but Gildart going down a blind alley again. And it'll be the last tackle, and Wigan are still 30 metres out. Booming pass to Tompkins. He finds Luluai. He puts up the kick into the corner. Eden's underneath it. It's Tom Davis got it, but it's gone backwards, and it's picked up by Greg Eden. So again, Wigan don't really come up with any threat at the end of that particular set, which is disappointing. And now they've given away a penalty on the first tackle. And again, any little bit of pressure that they build up is immediately dissipated by indiscipline. And well, that was a rubbish kick from Hardacre. Got all of about 2 feet there, but they don't care. Here's Holmes, Oliver Holmes. Trundles the ball over the halfway line. And Milner moves in at dummy half. Here's Cook. Good carry again. He's got through some real metres since he's come on. In centre field. 40 metres out, the Tigers. Milner. This is Springer. They shift it to the right. McShane. And we're going to move across. And they bring down McMeekan over on that right-hand side. Here's Jake Webster now. Again, backing his way through the defensive line. Gets it to within 15 metres over in that right-hand corner in the sunshine. Here's Seni Lefeo. Good strong carry again. Gets the Tigers to within 8 metres of the line. Last tackle for Castleford. We're going to need to be on the toes here. They're going down the short side. Short ball to Webster. Gets the ball out. And Minikin's in the corner. That was just so easy. So easy. And Wigan again caught with their pants down on that flank. They went down the short side, and that's the game over for me. Wigan needed to score first. They haven't even come close to looking like doing that. And Castleford, Liam, the first time they've really been down our end of the pitch, have come up with a try.
Yeah, I mean, the disappointing thing is it's come off the back of another penalty.
Yeah.
It felt like, first couple of sets, obviously we knocked on first set, but we ended up down in their end, we put them in the corner 2 or 3 times, and then we've given 1 penalty away. We've gone up the field onto our line and scored in the corner. It's a good offload from Jake Webster.
Yeah, well, we know the quality of him, and again, it was just too easy, far too easy for Castleford, and it's now 24-0. There's dark clouds over the east stand. Could that be a sign? Wigan here, their season dangling by a thread, and for me, this game is gone now. But they will have another opportunity next weekend in Wakefield. But this is not good preparation for that. I hope I'm wrong, but I seriously can't see. Well, what a kick that is as well from McShane on the touchline. And Wigan are in danger of being seriously embarrassed here. And they trudge literally back to the halfway line. It's just been rudderless, clueless, leadershipless all afternoon. And just pains me to say it, I'm afraid. And Tompkins with the restart downfield. Easy take for Hardacre, and McMeekan will take up the first carry for the Tigers, who must be pinching themselves here, thinking, well, we didn't realise it was going to be this easy. And it has been. But only because Wigan have gifted it to them, quite literally. A knock on. Now then. Seni Lefeo, loose carry there. Bateman beckoning his teammates to form the scrum. Would that the rest of them had such urgency. And it will be a Wigan head and feet, 25 metres out from the Castleford line. And just taking a little break while the players decide who's going in the scrum. So we're going to have head and feed here, and it's got to be one-way traffic now from the Cherry and Whites. 26 points behind, just do not see it happening. But here's Gelling. Well, there's time, there's hope, and there's 32.5 minutes remaining, but it will be some comeback this. Here's Tautai. Not since the likes of when we came back from 30-0 down against Bradford some years ago. Wigan shift it out to the left-hand side. Tompkins, what was he doing there? He tried to pass, it hit the deck, and Wigan are almost bundled into touch again. We just look absolutely clueless going forward. The execution is just not there. Here's Isa, shot out the line there, did Shenton on Bateman. He shrugs him off as Bateman is still going. 15 metres out Wigan, but it's just all over the place. Here's Sutton. Here's Luluwai. Farmed out right, Tompkins. Oh, and Tom Davis has knocked it on. There's a simple pass. I just do not believe what I'm seeing. Really. Wigan are just shot to pieces. A simple ball, and Davis, who's normally so dependable, Liam, and he's just dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, I think a bit more composure on the edge. I mean, we've probably had them twice there.
Yeah.
On either edge. So, I mean, it's a positive sign there, but obviously if we're not putting the chances away, then it counts for nothing, does it? So,
absolutely. And, well, I'm sorry to say, whatever was said, looks like it's gone in one ear and out the other, because Wigan have started the second half much like the first. Soft try, poor handling, poor execution. Here's Springer, he gets the offload. Here's Cook, Oliver Holmes, drops it back for Jake Truman, and he's brought down just in front of the 20-metre line on this left-hand side as Castleford attack in front of us here. Shouts for obstruction there, but nothing given. Wigan 0, Castleford Tigers 26. It has been one-way traffic, 30 minutes left, as Springer with a really good carry there. And Castleford now flinging it out wide, but Webster's knocked it on. It was on, they had a little bit of an overlap there, but you know, such is the confidence flowing through this side. They're just flinging it around with gay abandon now. And Wigan will have head and feet at this scrum on the 30-metre line. I suppose the ultimate indignity this afternoon is if Wigan fail to post a point. And at the moment, it's not out of the realms of possibility. But Williams now will have head and feet at this scrum. 30 metres out. Powell from the base finds Gelling. He drops it off for Tom Davis. Inches his way down the field. 25 out now, the Warriors. Here's Ryan Sutton. I think he's lost that ball in collision. Yes, he has. Second tackle, and Wigan have coughed it up again. And Cass are now going to make a triple substitution, where we will see Grant Millington, Nathan Massey and Alex Foster come onto the field. And, well, the noise is just coming from one end of the ground. The rest of it's like a library. Or probably more of a morgue, if I'm honest. Are they going to make this change now or wait until a break in play? Yes, going to wait for a break in play. So we're going to again cough it up on the second. And here's Senny Lefeo. Shudder to think what the completion rate is this afternoon. Here's Springer. He's been a real handful since he's come on. So Senny Lefeo will come off. Matt Cook will come off. Millington and Foster will come on as Cass shifted out to the right-hand side. Minikin trying to get round Burgess. Manages to stay on the pitch. And Springer will come off for Nathan Massey. Meanwhile, Castleford with McMeekan, 25 metres out, over on the right-hand side. Here's McShane, goes down the short side. Hardacre throws the dummy, cuts inside, breaks 2 tackles, and he's grounded on the 10. Last tackle for the Tigers, 10 metres out. McShane goes a little roving run. Here's Truman, puts a kick through the line, too much on it. It will be a tap on the 20 for Wigan. But again, Liam, the ease in which Castleford got down the field there was quite impressive.
I mean, our defence is all over the place, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, we usually we pride ourselves on our defence, but today it's almost been non-existent.
Gelling with the offload. And this is the problem we're going to face now, because they are seriously chasing the game. They're going to have to chance their arm, and when you chance your arm, mistakes come along, and that's where you'll get burned. But there's no option. Joel Tompkins will be coming back on shortly. Here's Bateman, Luluai down this right-hand side. Good carry. Tompkins on for Salima Tautai. Here's Sam Powell. Knocks it across to George Williams. Finds Farrell, but there's just no penetration whatsoever from Wigan. 25 metres out. Here's George Williams. Drops it off for Sutton, but it's all static. It's static. It's good work from Isa there, but there's no one on his shoulder. It's just poor. It's slow. It's predictable. There's no dummy runners. Here's Williams now. Luluai shifts it out to the right. Bateman. Hospital pass. Well done, Gelling. Davis gets it in the corner. And that's good work from Tom there, because that took some scoring. He just used his upper body strength there and got the ball down in the corner. Wigan 4, Castleford 26. Well, at least we're not going to get nilled this afternoon. But again, it was like an old banger on a cold, frosty morning there going forward. Stutter, cough, wheeze, and but we got over. But that was great finish there, Liam, from Tom Davis, because that took some scoring.
Yeah, he's done that again most of the season, hasn't he? You know, give him a chance. Chances are he's going to score it.
Great upper body strength.
Yeah, Gelling with the offload as well.
Yeah.
Good centre play. Drew is the opposite winger in, which is, you know, what you're aiming to do as a centre, really. You can't create that 2-on-1 when it's not really there. So, but yeah, good finish from Tom.
So, you're all tweeting England, Mackay. We do not deserve a top 4 slot after this shambles. Tom Cragg, don't understand how Wigan have another chance next week. It depends on other results. Well, it doesn't. I'm not sure of the permutations yet. Duncan Gray, any chance of putting up a picture of Mr. Wayne, please? He's way up above us. I wouldn't even get a picture. Anyway, the kick's been missed. So it's 26-4. And Hardacre strolls casually up to the halfway line to put the kicking tee down. It's just a shade over 25.5 minutes remain, and we're going to still way behind here. And if they are to pull this off, they're going to have to keep Cass out between now and the end of the game, and frankly I don't see it. Restart taken by the Pearl on the 20 in the sunshine, and Cass up on him quickly. Here's Powell, and now Joel Tompkins will bring it forward. So there's been a lot of knock-ons from both teams this afternoon on what's a dry day. Here's Powell, Goes for a little scamper from dummy half, drops it back on the inside for Bateman. Frankly, I'm tired of watching that play. It's a waste of Bateman. Here's Sutton. Oh, big shot on him there from Millington, but he gets the offload. Now, John Bateman. Good ball to Luluai. Always almost through the line there. Wigan now getting a roll on. Here's Powell. Here's Williams. Got to shift it wide. And they do to find Gildart, but then he just comes back from where the pass was given to him. And Tony Clubb's going to be coming on shortly. Last tackle, Wigan 20 metres out. Powell shifts it left. George Williams puts a kick across the line. Sam Tompkins will score. Now then, just give it and let's move on. Thank you very much. Great kick there. Great kick from George Williams, a reverser. And Sam was jolly on the spot. 26-10 it is now. Dare we say it, Liam?
Just see what happens, shall we?
Yeah. Great kick from George, though.
George, you've been working on some little kicks like that all week in training, so good to see it come off on a match day.
Well, it was good work from Tompkins there, but the Castleford rear guard there were plodding towards that ball, and Tompkins just steamed in behind him. And Williams kicks the goal, 26 points to 10. Wow!
George Williams.
Diana Davis, any chance to bring the Andy Gregory and Sean Edwards on? Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? So, 26-10, and 23 and a half minutes remaining for Wigan to pull this out of the fire. It would be extraordinary if they did. Hardacre with the restart, but a little bit of a glimmer now. Let's see how Castleford react to that. Their travelling fans have gone very quiet all of a sudden. Here's Farrell. Good carry. Let's hope that gives Wigan a real shot in the arm that they clearly need this afternoon. It might wake them up. Here's Gildart. Good carry from him, and suddenly Wigan are making meters where they weren't before. Gets it up to the halfway line. Here's Powell. Joel Tompkins now at the back to Luluai, but Shenton was up on Luluai very quickly there. And Luluai felt that one. Gets up quite gingerly. Here's Bateman now, throws the dummy, goes himself. Last tackle Wigan, 35 metres out on this right-hand side. Powell, Luluai, over the top to Williams. Got to get the kick away, gets the ball to Clubb. Now Farrell. Farrell puts up the bomb. That shouldn't be happening. But the bomb goes up and it's spilt by Minikin. And he's always managed to get away from the clutches and get back in the field and play. And I'm just trying to see who that was who tried to tackle him. Is it Joel? And he's... Oh, Joel Bridges. But Eden's broken the line. It's a penalty to Wigan. There's a forward pass. And now Wigan have a real opportunity now. Get the scrum formed. Burgess doesn't look well. Looks like he's done a hamstring to me there. And he's down. Physio working on his leg. Meanwhile, Wigan form the scrum on the Castleford 10. Now, if they can get over in this set, it would really put the feline amongst the birds.
Maybe a few nerves setting in.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And Nuasala will be coming on shortly, but I think Joe Burgess could be done for the day here. And that's a hammer blow for Wigan. And, well, it's going to have to be a cabinet reshuffle here. It's like Gildart's going out onto the wing. And Willie Isa will go in the centres. He's played there a few times and he's done a good job, so I'm not too fussed about that. I don't know why they just haven't taken him round the back of the post there, because this is going to take a while to bring Budgie off here. Nuasala comes on. But that's not good news for Wigan. And, he missed the game at Hull with a hamstring problem, and it looks like he's aggravated it there. But there is a whiff, a faint whiff of a historical afternoon on the cards here. The spirit of '87. Margaret Hughes just got back to Cologne, turned on and 2 tries. Guess the boys have missed us listening in from Germany. Absolutely. Afternoon to Will Hoy. Dave Crisp. Afternoon to you, Elaine Kyle. At least we've not been nailed yet. So Wigan now. Here's Gelling. Come on. 5 metres out, the Warriors. A try here will really put it up. Good carry! He's over the line! Has he got it down? Held up, says Thaler. And that was Joel Tompkins. So, Wigan will go back to... Give us the ball back, thank you. Wigan will go back to the 10. And, come on, lads. Here's Lulawai. They shift it left. Williams, good ball to the Pearl, but McMeekan's on him straight away. 2 metres out, the Warriors now, in that fading shaft of sunlight over on the left-hand side. Moved into centre field. Williams drops it off for Joel Tompkins. And he's tackled 5 metres out. Right in front of the sticks. Williams. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It was Sam Powell! Has he gone over from dummy half? No, he's inches from the line. Inches. And looks like there's injuries there as well. Thaler has said Castleford players look like there may have been a head clash there. And it's Adam Milner who's down. And suddenly 4 men in blue tops come racing on with bottles and stuff.
Bit of belief about Wigan now, though.
Yeah.
You know, couple of tries. It's amazing what it can do for you.
It's strange, isn't it? And Sam Powell's okay. Looks like Adam Milner came off the worst there. He went for a cheeky one from dummy half, and 2 Cash players went in to stop him, and I think they collided with each other. It looks like Milner's taken a bang to his knee. It doesn't look good. So both sets of players can just have a little breather here, and a few players are having a chat with each other. So Gelling has a little chat with Tom Davis there over on this right-hand side. So Wigan have the ball to meet it from the line, but we could be a few moments away from getting back underway because Milner is still lying prostrate on the floor on the cast try line. And it was noticeable, I saw some, because from where we're sat here we can see through the corner of the stadium the bridge going over the river, and I definitely saw some people that had had enough and were making their way home, getting back for songs of praise. That could be a mistake, you never know. So, Miller's up on his eggs now. So we're going to get back underway shortly. And Wigan now with a real chance here. They can go over here, then the final quarter will be something special. Tompkins out to the left to find Williams. Williams ball out wide to Gildart on the wing. He tries to step inside and he's halted a metre from the line. Was that the last? That couldn't have been the last. Was it?
That's the turnover. That.
Oh, give me a break. I didn't see signal that. So that's the turnover. Okay, so what Wigan needs to do now is be squeaky clean, keep Cass down here, and better still, force a mistake.
It's not the end of the world, the end to that set.
No, if you're starting it from down there,
there's no better place for us to, well, for them to be starting for us.
Wigan have D'd up well there in those first 2. Here's Webster. Oh, almost through there. Hauled down by Isa. But a quick play of the ball and they've got a roll on suddenly. Here's McMeekan. Gets it over the 30. 2 tackles remaining. Wigan 10, Castleford 26. As we approach the final quarter here. And this is Nathan Massey. Last tackle now for the Tigers. Just up to the halfway line. Truman puts the kick downfield. Nothing special about that. Sits up nicely for Tompkins on his 20. He offloads it to Tom Davis. And he runs it back with great spirit as always. So Wigan now, no need to panic yet, still a long way to go. Don't need to force things yet. Just get it up the middle, complete your set and get a good kick away. Just keep applying that pressure. Chances will come. Here's Gelling. Good carry, that's better. Right up the middle. Danny Orr on the field screaming instructions, former Wigan Warrior, of course, himself. And Tom Holmes will be coming on shortly for his first taste of action. Penalty to Wigan, though, Liam. On the 30, sorry, and John Bateman. He normally doesn't stay down. And I didn't quite see what happened. Was it a hint of they lift him over there, or a cannonball?
I didn't catch it myself.
No, it was... I was actually distracted by Danny Orr. He was doing a jig down on the halfway line, but Bateman looks in some discomfort there, and Wigan can ill afford this with Burgess gone off injured.
Looks like they're testing his knee out, so I don't know whether he's just twisted it.
Yeah.
Or funny.
Either way, Wigan will have the pen, and it will be a kick downfield. And, well, 3 converted tries, the difference at the moment. Not beyond the bounds of possibility. Thumb goes up, so that's good news. Tougher than the Times crossword, that boy. That's why they call him the Marine. And Powell thumps it into the stand. And Wigan now will have the tap on the 20, which Gelling will take. Feeds it to Luluai. Now Joel Tompkins. He drops it off for Tony Clubb. That's a good carry. Wigan now within 12 of the cast line. Here's Tompkins, Joel. Here's Luluai. Goes the Tommy in! You little beauty, Tommy! In he goes, ducks under the tackle, and now there's some biff going on as well. Oh, they're all in there, but the try scored, and it's now 26 points to 14 with the kick to come. I'll tell you what, these Yorkshiremen, Liam, they don't like it up, and they're rattled here. Bit of biff after the try went in there, but Tommy Luluai there did great. He ducked under the cast tackle and has gone in at the right of the posts.
He's done it for years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he played for New Zealand a few times, big name in the NRL as well, and obviously done it for Wigan for years as well. Good finish there by Tommy. I don't know what's happened after that.
No, I really don't know. But what I do know is that George has got to kick this. Kicks are going to be very important from this point on. And, well, 26 points to 14. Hopefully we'll come 26-16, and we have plenty of time left. 18 minutes to go here at the DW. And Castleford, they do look rattled. They do look a little rattled, I have to say. Oliver Holmes comes off. Williams, yes, he's got it. It's by a coat of paint, but over it goes from the Noli All-Uriad. Senny Lafayette will be coming back on shortly for the Tigers, but here now it is game back on, and I didn't think I'd be saying that. Wow.
2 tries, isn't it?
Yeah. Thanks to my dear friend Sarah Morton, saying if you have gone on for songs of praise, it's a waste of time to finish 3 minutes ago. Now then, well, be singing songs of praise here if Wigan could pull this out of the fire. That's for sure. Absolutely. Massey and Joel Tompkins having a speaking to there from Ben Thaler. Maybe they were involved in that little tussle. It's been a bad-tempered affair on occasion this afternoon. No love lost between these two teams, that's for sure. Hardacre with the restart downfield, and that's taken by Ollie Gildart. And now Nuasala will bring the ball forward for the Warriors, who suddenly look to be growing in confidence, but still with the caveat that we just need to keep it simple, not force it, no silly offloads, just complete. The chances will come. That has been proven. We just need to complete. Here's Clubb. Great carry. That's better. Still plenty of time. Wigan only need 2 more converted tries to hit the front. Here's the Pearl. Gets it up to the 40. Jekyll and Hyde just doesn't come into this equation here. Really. Here's Nuasala. Tackle on the halfway line. Last tackle now for the champions. Here's Luluai. Gets it to Williams. We're going to run in this. Sam Tompkins into the line. Throws the dummy. Gets it out wide, but Gildart couldn't take the ball. It's got into touch. But I suppose that's what Wigan have to do. They don't have to do it every time. But on that occasion, yeah, possibly a good option.
Probably time to chance their arm, isn't it?
Yeah. The final ball just wasn't quite there, but it's still, 16 and a half minutes left. Castleford are in no rush to get the restart on the way. They finally do. Here's Alex Foster. Oh, ripped into him there. This is what we're going to need to do now. We've got to rip into these men and knock this ball from their grasp. Here's Millington. And suddenly, where was this in the first 40? It was non-existent. Here's Massey now. Truman out wide to Shenton. Get him in touch. Get him in touch. They have. Brilliant. Brilliant from Gelling and Tom Davis. And Wigan now rush to form the scrum. And that's what we need to see. Some passion out there. Some fight. Some grit. And that's what they're showing now. But I just get a bad feeling that maybe it's just a little bit too late. But we'll see. Time will tell. And the scrum will be formed on the halfway line. The clock has stopped. 15 minutes 49 on that clock. Keep your tweets coming in at Wish FM official. And well, could we be in for a real grandstand finish here? If we can conjure something up from this, then we really are in for a thriller. Here's Williams. Halted 45 from the cast try line in centre field. Powell moves in at dummy half. Here's Tony Clubb. What is interesting, well, McIlorum is down in the technical area, but I thought he might have come back on by now. Here's Luluai. Tompkins drops it off for Bateman, comes back on that inside run of his, gets the offload, it hits the deck. Powell finds Williams. Williams now, lateral run out wide to Willie Isa. Offloads to Gildart. He has to come back in off his wing. Lateral run across the field. Few shows and goes, but he's not going anywhere except sideways. Drops it off for Gelling. He offloads now to Gildart. And Wigan are within 10 of the line now, over on this right-hand side. Come on, boys. Here's Gelling now. Straightens up. Go on, Gels. Gets it to within 3 metres of the line. Nay, 2 metres, should I say. Here's Wigan now with Luluai in centre field. Shifts it out left to Williams. Williams to Farrell. Almost through the line. Last tackle for Wigan. 2 metres out. Sam Tompkins. Here's Williams. Puts the kick across the line into the corner. And Cass have spilt it. Yes, we can get a penalty. Come on. Chance now. Big chance. Liam.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's an exciting finish to this game. Hopefully we can get over the line in this set. I think Cass are probably a bit worn out here. They look knackered.
They do, don't they? And Wigan have got the tap and they've run it. And here's Joel Tompkins now. Come on. Drops it off for George. Get them feet moving. And Cass desperate.
The nerves are definitely setting in for Cass.
They certainly are. 6 metres out now. The Warriors. Williams in centre field. And he gets up very gingerly. That's not good. Here's Luluai. Here's Tony Clubb. Go on! Go on! Get over! Give it! Oh, he's held up again! But Wigan asking all the questions here. 13 and a half minutes remaining. And I know this sounds a bit bonkers, Liam, but I think we might win this.
Certainly looking that way, innit? But I mean, we've got to get over the line.
Oh, Luluai. It's a bit of an odd one. But Farrell picks it up. We've just got to keep Castleford defending. That's all we need to keep doing. The chances will come. Here's Nuasala. Oh, poor offload. It's picked up by Webster. He gets on his bike. But Tony Clubb, what a chase back from Clubb. And he grounds Webster on the halfway line. And now Castleford are on the front foot for the first time in ages. And Minikin grounded. 35 out. Wigan need to be clean here and not give any penalties away. Hardacre. And suddenly it's Castleford who look rattled. McIlorum will be coming back on shortly. Still bags of time. Here's Massey now. But what a chase back there from Tony Clubb. Showed a real bit of toe there.
Is there anything he can't do?
Yeah. Here's Millington. Oh, good tackle there, but he's got up from it though as Tom Holmes. Isa's chasing him down. And Castleford now, 15 metres out, in centre field, 2 tackles left. A try here will definitely snuff out the revival. Here's Massey, last tackle, 7 metres out. The crowd holds its breath. McShane, shifts it left. Here's Truman, puts the kick through the line. Gelling has to knock it dead. It'll be a goal line dropout, and that will be fine for Castleford, because as long as the ball isn't in Wigan's hands, there's only going to be one winner of this game. When the ball is in Wigan's hands, you can see there's only going to be another winner of this game, the way it's been going. But you just get the feeling that maybe Old Father Time could be Wigan's biggest enemy this afternoon. Now, Williams gingerly trots. Is he coming off? Again, will be a massive blow. Yes, he is. Williams is coming off. McAlorum is coming on.
It's parallel to the arse.
Yeah. So a short drop out from Sam Tompkins. It goes 10, but Gelling's dropped it, and it's gone back to Castleford. And here's Shenton. Oh dear, that was a bad mistake. Here's Millington. And now Wigan defending for their lives. That was the zero tackle as well. Here's Massey. Wigan need to force an error here. Got to do something. There's still 11 minutes left. There's still time. McShane gets it out to the right to Tom Holmes. And he's tackled 5 metres from the Wigan line as the clouds are fully over the ground now. Here's Truman. Not the best pass, hits the deck. Millington gives it to Hardacre. He shifts it left to Seni Lefeo. Gelling needs to tackle better than that. And they've got him down 10 metres from the line, close to the touchline on this left-hand side. And the ball's dropped off again for Millington. He offloads to Shenton. Cass just shuttling the ball from side to side here. Oh, Shenton's found the gap, and he's going to go over. Poor defence from Wigan, tired defence, and that is the game. Again, Liam, that is so bad.
Looks as though the efforts that we're putting in the second half have taken its toll on us a little bit there.
I mean, he had no right to score that whatsoever. He was just shuttling across the line. He spotted a little gap, he went for it, and Wigan fell off the tackle, and he stretched his arm out, and that's it. Wigan, I have to say, they don't deserve to get anything out of this today. They threatened that they might do it, and now the supporters are leaving in their droves with still 10 minutes left on the clock. It's now 30 points to 16, and I'm afraid that is the end of that. Joel Tompkins comes off, and Talima Tautai comes on. I mean, it would have been absolute grand larceny if we pulled this off this afternoon, but Castleford have hit back. The skipper, Shenton, and the Castleford fans are absolutely loving it. I don't know what they're saying. Here's the kick. McShane slots it over, and we're going to then now back to 3 converted tries from pinching this. But Burgess is off, Williams is off. So again, I'm going to do a bit of a reshuffle. Such a shame that, Liam, because whilst the ball was down this end, there only looked, I know it was stupid to say, but there only looked like one winner for me.
Yeah, I mean, it almost makes the rest of the game a bit more frustrating.
Yeah, totally.
25 minutes, because we've shown that when we want to play, we're arguably better than them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't like it at all.
No, they didn't. Short restart from Tompkins. And it's come off a Wigan player, it's gone to Castleford. And Greg Eden will take the ball up the middle. And all Castleford need to do now is keep ball in hand and starve Wigan of possession. Because that way they can just run the clock down and come away with the win, which they do deserve. All the damage was done in the first half. Wigan lead this second half by 16 points to 12. But it's the same old story, I'm afraid. Just given themselves far too much to do. And now, McMeekan trying every trick in the book. Stop the clock. It's like he's got, for goodness sake, he'll be here all day. He's got cramp. And Jake Webster has got his hands on McMeekan's feet there, just trying to stretch his mate's legs. McMeekan suddenly gets up. A miracle cure. No, they're going to play the ball again. Thaler wasn't ready. And, well, Keegan Tweet's coming in at Wish FM official. Let us know what you think of today's game. I would say do what we normally do and tweet your man of the match, but I don't think that's really appropriate today, to be honest. Here's Tom Davis. Wholehearted performance from him as always. So, here's Willie Isa. 7.5 minutes remain. Wigan need 3 tries. It's not happening, I'm afraid. And here's Bateman. He offloads to McAlorum. Here's Nuasala now. Wigan threatened briefly. And I genuinely thought that we could win this. But as soon as Cass went down the other end, again, horrible defending. Great carry there from Mr. T. Gets it over the halfway line. Here's McAlorum. Powell. Farrell. Ball back on the inside to Sam Tompkins. Here's Powell again. Tautai in centre field. But it's, again, all a bit stopping. Everyone's running up blind alleys. And last tackle now for the Warriors. 35 metres out from the Cass line. Here's Bateman. He puts the grubber through and he'll chase it. And so will Gelling. Oh, he couldn't get his foot to it. And Cass have come up with the ball 15 metres from their own line. That's good work, though, from Gelling. Straight in there in defence. We're going to have to force an error here very quickly. But the fact is, Liam, we've just left ourselves too much to do. There's not enough time for us to score 3 tries.
Yeah, I mean, it took it out. That 20-minute spell took it out of us a little bit, I think. I've had to look a bit, I don't know, probably mentally and physically just done with this match. It's just about building for next week now. Obviously, massive game.
Yeah, oh, and that's a good kick. Not the 40-20, but it's just a game management from Cass now. Just getting the scrum, more people leaving now. A few spots of rain in the air. The damage has been done, and a win this afternoon for Wigan would have put destiny in their own hands, but it's out of it now. What we do know is they have to win at Wakefield next Saturday, and maybe, I'm not sure yet really of all the permutations, hope that other results go our way. I'm not sure, but that looks like the scenario. But all credit to Castleford. I mean, they've just kept on going like a juggernaut. They won the league ages ago, and they could have taken the cue off the rack, but they've not. They've just kept going and winning and winning and winning. And bear in mind, this is without 6 or 7 players missing this afternoon, and they've still put Wigan to the sword. Oh, Luluai throws the dummy, and he breaks free, but he's got no support. Good carry though. Wigan now with a chance. 10 metres from the Cass line. Tompkins down the short side. Bateman finds Tompkins again. Wigan need to get a move on here. Floats it out wide to Powell. Now to Farrell on the left-hand side. He puts a kick through, but it's rubbish. But Wigan get a penalty because Cass were offside. 5 minutes exactly on the clock. Sam Tompkins takes the tap. Here's Powell. We've got to score here. It's simple as that. Here's Tautai. Oh, meter from the line. Right under the crossbar. Here's McAlorum. Cheeky one from dummy half. Held up. How many times have we been held up this afternoon? So many. But again, credit to the Tigers because they've been resolute around the ruck, close to their own line. Here's Luluai. And again, it's stoppy-starty. No one's running onto the ball. He shifts it left. Powell puts the kick through. It's fallen loose. And it's a try, is it, for Isa? Given. Oh, this is just frustrating now because it's again, without that try from Cass, if we'd have gone over there, it really would have been in the mix. And the bridge over the Dougie now is chock full of people who are leaving in their droves. They've seen enough. It's now Castleford 32, Wigan Warriors 20.
Try scorer for the Wigan Warriors.
And
Willie Isa.
Kick to come. Sam Powell will have the kick. And it goes without saying, this has to go over. And Matt Cook comes on for Castleford. So here's Powell, 22 out, and it's about 6 or 7 in from touch. Not an easy kick. And I'll get on with it, lad. Come on. Clock's ticking. Sends the kick on its way. No. So the scenario now is we're going to need to score twice in the last 3 minutes, and that's just to get a draw, which wouldn't be a disaster by any stretch of the imagination. But as you can see, Castleford there, Liam, are in absolutely no rush to get the game restarted.
You wouldn't be, would you?
Perfectly within their prerogative to do that. And again, just the frustration. Really.
It's the first half, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, totally. As the rain starts to fall now at the DW. Yeah, 20 points to 12, Wigan have won this second half. And but that first half was, quite frankly, an abomination. And they've been made to pay for it, and quite rightly so. Here's Clubb, brings it forward for Wigan. Gets it up to the 20, and Wigan really now is going to have to fling this around quite quickly. 15,706. Oh, Bateman! Go on, John! Breaks the line, or gets it up to George Williams, man of the match. Okay. Here's Lulawai now. Wigan on the halfway line. They have to throw it round now. They've got to chance their arm. They've got to do something. 2.5 minutes remain. Here's Frank Paul Nuasala. Oh, the short pass is poor, and it's knocked on by Tautai. It wasn't his fault. That pass was never on, and that really is it now. Forwards should not be giving passes like that.
It's got to go out the back there, hasn't it?
Hasn't it?
Give it to the backs.
That's their job. It's not the prop forward's job to be giving little short passes that close to the defensive line. And we're now 1 minute 56 seconds away from a disappointing end to the season for Wigan on the home patch. And we'll be at Wakefield next Saturday for the denouement, and it will be a thrilling and nail-biting afternoon. But a win this afternoon for Wigan would have made it so much more comfortable, but we're going to have to go through the ringer again, I'm afraid. As Hardacre is tackled just short of the halfway line, and is in absolutely no rush to get up. Here's McShane now to Matt Cook. 90 seconds remain, and the Castleford fans have had a good afternoon. Here's Seni Lefeo. And some questions will be asked, no doubt, after this performance from the Warriors. Well, they've been good. The first half was absolutely atrocious, and it could cost them the defence of their title in the grand scheme of things. Last tackle for the Tigers, 20 metres out. Here's Truman, just thumps it into touch. It's come off Gelling's leg, so that means it'll be head and feet to Castleford. And, well, I don't know why Anthony Gelling tried to play for that ball there. I really don't see what he was trying to do there.
Maybe hoping for a lucky bounce or something.
Well, not at that distance, very unlikely. As Truman wellied it from very close to where Gelling was stood. So again, Cass just letting the clock run down as they are within their right to, not in any rush to form this scrum. So, disappointment again for Wigan against Castleford. Their record against the Tigers is dreadful in the last couple of seasons, and Castleford has shown yet again why they are the champion team. They've gone for the quick one from the scrum, a kick through the line, and Wigan have conceded another try, another soft one, a kick through the line from Hardacre, and Greg Eden has gone in on the hooter. It's 36-20, and that is rubbing salt into a gaping wound. Wigan have been well beaten this afternoon, 20-0 down at half-time. They briefly threatened a comeback in the second half. But quite frankly, Liam, we didn't deserve anything out of this game today, and they're going to have to go to Wakefield now, put that behind them, and just hope that things go our way in other games as well.
Yeah, I mean, as quick as we can get that out of our system, the better. first half we just left too much to do, didn't we? You know, we can't go 20-0 down against a top outfit like Castleford, especially not this season.
No.
Oh, it was disappointing. It's frustrating, obviously, because that 20-minute spell or so we looked the better side. We looked like we could possibly do it. But
Yeah.
obviously, it's not worked out that way.
No. And credit to Cass there with the seconds dwindling down. They went for a cheeky play off the scrum. One pass to Hardacre, and he slotted the ball through the defensive line into the right-hand corner. Wigan were fast asleep, and Greg Eden's gone in for the try. And the kick to come from Paul McShane. It's a good one. So 38 points to 20 to the Castleford Tigers. Wigan have been thumped again by Castleford, and it's getting a little bit wearying now. They're getting on my nerves, this team, but you can only admire them for the way they played again today. But you have to say that first half did all the damage, and Wigan handed it to them on a plate.